My name is Karl Manheim, and I am the faculty advisor for the concentration in intellectual property law at Loyola Law School. This is our newest concentration, responding to the reality that intellectual property is one of the fastest growth areas in legal practice and, of course, as part of the U.S. economy. Intellectual property probably accounts for over $2 trillion of the U.S. economy annually, and that is reflected in the legal profession. It's also one of the most interesting areas of law. We are now offering approximately 35 unique or distinct classes every year in intellectual property and related courses. Intellectual property covers such distinct areas as patents, trademarks, copyright, trade secrets, and some ancillary areas such as international trade, government contracting, technology transfer. Our IP concentration interfaces a lot with the media and entertainment concentration. Some of the courses qualify for both focuses. But we are, in this concentration, are interested in the standard issues in intellectual property and the emerging issues in intellectual property. So, for instance, we would be offering courses in cyber law, technology and privacy, biotechnology patenting, and so forth. As I said, 35 unique, distinct classes every year. Probably the richest offering of any law school on the West Coast. It's an exciting area for us. The requirements for signing up for the IP concentration are really quite simple. In addition to the courses you would ordinarily take, you have to focus 16 units over your 3-year period in intellectual property courses. In addition to the basic IP concentration, we have a sub-concentration or a specialized track in patent and technology law for those students that have a science or engineering background or interest. While it is true that you need a science or engineering background to take the patent bar and thereby practice before the U.S. Patent Office, most people in this area actually don't have that technical background, nor do they need it. In addition to patent prosecution, the common fields and sometimes the more interesting fields would involve patent litigation, entrepreneurial activities, transactional work with patent portfolios, and licensing. We are focusing on international IP as well, including intellectual property issues in China, one of the emerging IP markets, perhaps the most important emerging IP market in the world. We will have classes on comparative copyright, on introduction to Chinese law, on licensing and technology transfer to China. We have a China scholar on the faculty that will help us bridge the gap and create liaisons and partnerships with law firms in China and Chinese law school. A key element of the concentration is that students would, towards the end of their law school career, enroll in an externship or some type of experiential learning program. We are creating patent externships, externships in trademark and other IP practice areas. Students will actually go and work in law firms or take a practicum or simulated class in order to learn the essential practical skills that will prepare them to hit the ground running when they get their JD degree. This summer, for instance, summer 2012, 2 of our students are externing at the United States Patent Office in Washington, and as I understand it, they are critically important in the rolling out of the new patent reform law that was passed and signed by President Obama last September. This is a growth period, a growth time for patent and technology as well as other IP areas, and our students are going to be in the middle of all of that and learning as they go.